Okay, and we are going to, so chair is on the mat. The chair is on in the middle of the mat if you can, because we want to be able to get around the mat and around the chair. Okay. And then you're gonna sit in your chair. We don't have to look like we're in an airplane. Actually, this is what it looks like. But so you can crash the one. You can be offset a little bit. Good. Okay, so just make sure everyone can see me. Okay, now just sit in your chair. Sit up nice and tall. People at home, you do that too. Okay, and we're gonna start. Okay, so just close your eyes. Make sure your feet are planted on the ground. So that might mean for some of you, you have to come up to the front of the chair. I know I do, because if I lean back, my feet are not totally gonna touch the ground. So you need to come forward a little bit. Plant your feet onto the ground, and just make sure that all your toes are connected. Your middle of your heel is connected, and that your ankles are underneath your knees. Okay. Good. And your hips and your knees are in line. So you don't want your legs out too wide. You don't want them in together, because that makes more of a triangle. You want them just a little bit apart. Okay. And then we're just going to sit up nice and tall. Bring the shoulders up to your ears, roll them down and back, and just relax them down. But we don't want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Okay. And just rest your hands on your legs, close your eyes. And reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And we'll just take a few moments to connect to this present moment, and notice how you're feeling. And notice the way you're breathing. Starting from your toes, you're going to slowly move up your body, scanning all the different body parts. Just noticing how they're feeling right now. So anything that comes up for you. Whatever you seem to notice. And just noticing, sitting up tall, breathing. And we're going to allow that breath to get a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. Trying to take a little bit bigger breaths in and out through the nose. And if you can soften into your seat a little bit more, root down through your feet a little bit more. Keep your breaths in through the nose and either out through the mouth or out through the nose, whatever you prefer. If you want to sigh that breath out, go for it. Okay, on your next breath, take the biggest breath in you can take. Big breath in. And then let it go through the mouth. Oh, good sigh. Okay, let's do that one more time. Fill yourself up. much as you can, and then side out. Excellent. Okay. And now imagine you have at the tip of your nose, you have a marker or a crayon or something. You can even imagine the color and start to just do little tiny circles with the tip of your nose. So your head's not going to move that much, just little tiny circles. And then it's going to get a little bit bigger, so your head is going to start to move a little bit more. And so you're starting to get bigger circles. The movement's coming from the tip of your nose, but your head is moving now in big circles. But going slow, paying attention to the movement in the neck, in the head, in the shoulders, in the upper back, in the upper chest. I'll do 2 more in this direction. And then you're going to reverse your direction. We're going to start with those big circles. Nice and slow. You really can feel what there is to feel. And then slowly they're going to get a little bit smaller. And every rotation gets a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. Until you're just doing it with the tip of your nose. Take your time. And just doing little tiny circles with the tip of your nose. And then relax and just take a moment to notice how that all felt. Okay, and then let's bring those arms up into the air. You can open up your eyes now. Reach up just as high as you're comfortable. Good. And then we're going to side bend towards that right side. So just bring that right arm down by the chair. You can hold on to the chair if you want to. And the left arm is going to go over towards the right. Keep both sit bones into the chair. So we're not leaning off the chair so we fall off the chair. We're not going to be able to bend that much. Okay. Push down through that left foot just a little bit more. It anchors you a little bit more. Good. Okay, now take this arm, this left arm, you're going to bring it to the back of the head. Good. And then on your next exhale, you're going to just bring this elbow and you're going to move it down. So as we're coming into a little bit of a twist. Okay, breathe. Okay, then untwist yourself, elbow goes up. You're back into a side bend, and then we'll reach that left arm up. And then we'll take that right arm and reach it all the way up. Good. And then we'll do the other side. So left arm comes down, side of the chair. You can hold on to the chair if you want to. And then side bend towards that left side. Right foot pushes down, right hip pushes down a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to bend into that right arm, back of the head. Good. Hold it here. Breathe. Just notice. It's kind of awkward. And then we're going to take that right elbow and we're going to turn it down. So we're coming into a little bit of a twist. Don't force it. Just breathe and notice. Okay, and then inhale, bring that elbow back up. And then bring the arm up. And then That left arm comes all the way up. Okay. And then we're going to circle all the way down. Just make sure you're where you are in space and what's near you as you bring those arms all the way down. Good. And then let's go in the reverse, all the way back up again. Reach up. Good. And exhale, we're going to reach forwards, reach forwards, reach forwards until we get all the way down towards our feet. We might reach our toes, we might not. Don't worry if you do or you don't. Take a moment, just let the head fall. If you don't feel like your head should be down there, don't bring your head down there. Take a couple of breaths. Okay, and on your next inhalation, slide your hands up your shins to your knees, or just above your knees onto your thighs. And we're going to move our hearts forwards into the bow. So opening up through the throat. Chin is lifted a little bit. And then exhale, we're going to push our backs to the back of the chair, reaching, stretching out. So reach your arms forwards as much as you can to open up through the back. Okay, and then inhale, we're going to come back into our cow. Move our bodies forwards, open, notice, reach those hips back. Good, and then exhale, round out, push your back towards the back of the chair. Shoulders are coming kind of forwards. You're dropping your head. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, coming forwards into your cow. You can even squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's try that. All right. And then exhale, round out again. Right. And then inhale, we're going to bring those arms all the way up in front of us, reaching up. Good. And then circle your arms back behind you. So you can do a few things here. You can hold on to the back of the chair. Okay. Holding on to the back of the chair and just open up through the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Or you can grab hold of your hands, your wrists, your forearms, or your elbows. Whatever feels better. Or hold on to the chair. Just depends on how much space you have. Okay, so we're opening up through that chest a little bit more. Breathe, keep pushing down through your feet. Okay, and then inhale, release, and bring those arms all the way back up. And I'm going to reach the arms forwards and reach again towards our toes. Reach, reach, reach. The bending is coming from your hip flexors where your hips and your thighs meet. That's where the bending should be coming from. Reaching down towards your toes, let your head drop if that seems suitable for you. Breathe. And then inhale, reach your arms up and forwards. Up, 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 up. We're going to put the weight into our right leg and we're going to bring our left leg up. So we're going to bend into the knee. If you can, bring the knee up like this as much as you can. Good. And exhale, bring it down. Good. And reach forwards again, all the way down. Good. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up again. Reach up. Put the weight into your left foot. Bring your right leg up. Good. Hold it here, breathe. Exhale, put that foot back down and reach and go forwards again. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Put the weight into your right foot. This time your left foot is going to reach forwards. So you can place your foot down onto the ground. Okay, hold it here. You want to make sure that that heel gets down onto the ground as much as you can. Okay, and keeping the leg there, we're going to reach forwards. You're going to start to feel a lot of stretching here. So you might need to come to here and stop. You might be able to touch your toes or your knees or go a little bit further. You decide where it feels right to you, and then that's where you stay. Don't lock your knee. It can be a little bit bent. Okay, so just breathe. You feel lots of stretching through your back, through the back of that left leg. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up again. Nice and slow. Good. Circle your arms again back behind you. Clasp the chair or your arms or your wrists or whatever, and bring that foot back. Good. And we're just going to open up through the heart again. Take a couple breaths here, noticing what there is to notice. Good. And then release. Bring those arms up in front of you again. Good. And we're going to go forwards again. All the way down again, just towards your toes. And then come all the way back up again, reaching your arms up. This time, as the arms reach up, that right leg is going to reach forwards. You're still pushing down through that left foot. Okay, get up nice and tall. You might feel things here. You don't have to straighten the leg too much. And now we're going to forward bend. And again, just go as far as you can go. Forward bend. Just going to make a few adjustments here to the camera. Hold it there. Notice what there is to notice. This side might feel tighter, might feel something else. Okay, and then inhale and bring yourself all the way up. Reach up. Good. And then we're going to circle those arms back behind us. Grabbing hold of either the chair or your arms, open up through the heart. Good. And release. And bring that foot back down. Okay, so place our hands on our hips. And we're going to start to go around in circles. This time, if you want to lift up a hip or two, well, maybe not both at the same time. Just feeling that transfer of the weight. I'm trying to keep a nice long back as much as you can. You feel yourself going into the one hip and then into the other hip as you move around. And you might even feel that transition in through your feet as well as you move around. Make sure you're breathing. I'll do two more in this direction. And then let's go in the opposite direction. Round and around. And going in this direction, you might notice something else. Keep breathing, keep noticing. Sometimes our mind wants to wander, so try to keep it as present as you can. Let's do two more times in this direction. Okay, and then sitting up nice and tall. Okay, just place your hands on your thighs. Okay, and now we really need to focus. If you want to close your eyes, you can do that. So we're going to bring our attention to our glutes or butt, okay? Both cheeks. And we're going to squeeze them. So you're going to feel like, I like to think of this as sitting on a whoopee cushion. And it kind of just lifts you up a little bit. So as you squeeze, you're going to feel this little lift as you squeeze the bottom, your muscles, your bum muscles, okay? And then relax them down. So we're going to squeeze it in, pull up that pelvic floor. Good. And then release and relax it. And again. Up and down. And you're going to feel your quads tightening too, pushing down through your feet, up again, squeeze, and down, and again. You're going to feel those legs start to engage and relax, and your core is going to engage as you lift up. You're going to feel that tightening. And come back down. Make sure you're breathing. One more time, lifting up. We're going to hold it here. Breathe, push down through your feet. Relax your faces. Relax your faces. Maybe a nice gentle smile. You're going to feel some engagement in those quads. In through the feet, in through the belly. You're going to feel that. We're squeezing our butt muscles, Gary. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And then release. Good. Shake it all out. And then we're going to start to alternate between the two of them. Okay? Okay. So we're going to do both right now. Squeeze both. Then release both. And then squeeze the right one. Just the right one. Keep the other one soft. And then relax the right. Squeeze the left. And relax that side. Now squeeze the right. Relax your faces. Relax. Squeeze the left. And relax. And squeeze the right. And relax. And squeeze the left. And relax. Okay, take a moment. Wiggle around. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more complicated. So this is not only we're doing some stuff going on in our bodies, but it's kind of working in our brains, right? Almost like Sudoku, something like that. Crossword puzzles. Okay, so we're going to squeeze both. Release the left. Squeeze the left. Release the right. Squeeze the right. So now both are squeezed. So release the left. Squeeze both. Release the right. Squeeze both. Release both.
It's almost like Simon Says.
Almost. Okay. Squeeze the right.
Squeeze the right.
Squeeze the right. Release it. Squeeze the left. Release it. Squeeze the right. Release and squeeze the left. Release. Squeeze both. Hold it there. Now release the right. Squeeze the right. Release the left. Squeeze the left. Release the right. Squeeze the right. Release the left. Squeeze the left and release both. Oh, we're gonna have gorgeous butts.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sword butt.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
It's been a sword.
Okay, so take your right leg, stretch it out, and we're gonna flex the foot and point the foot. Flex. You have a little bend in the knee. Okay, you don't have to make that leg go too high, because when that leg goes high, you're going to notice you're going to collapse into your chair. We want to stay as upright as you can. You can hold on to the chair if you want to. Okay, so let's point and flex a few more times. Point and flex, point and flex. Make sure you're breathing. You can hear those cracks and creakety cracks. Okay, now relax the foot. After you flex it, relax it, and do some ankle circles. Ooh, crickety crack there. And the other direction. Make sure you're breathing. Okay. Then bring the foot down and then cross it over. Good. You can walk that left foot in a little bit more and squeeze those knees together. Okay. And sit up nice and tall. Good. And then inhale those arms up. And we're going to twist again towards that right side. Let's bring the arms down. You can hold on to the thigh and maybe bring it a little bit closer to the left thigh. And that's okay. But don't force it, okay? Keep the shoulders soft. And you can relax that. See if you can relax that right foot. And breathe. Relax your shoulders. Good. Okay, inhale, bring those arms all the way up. And then bring those arms down. Good. Uncross your leg. Good. And shake it out. Good. Bring that foot down. Okay. Push down through the right foot. Reach the left foot out. Again, sit up nice and tall. And we're going to point and flex. And again, don't worry about how high this leg is. It can be really low. The knee can be bent. Just try to sit up as tall as you can. Breathe. Let's do that 2 more times, pointing and flexing, and pointing and flexing. Good. And relax the foot. And now some circles. Keep breathing. And then go in the other direction. Relax the foot, bring the foot down, and then cross it over. And you can walk that right foot a little bit more into center. Hug those legs together, nice and tall, and then bring those arms up. And we're going to twist and bring the arms down. Okay, so try to sit up as tall as you can. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Relax the arms. Relax your foot. Yeah. Take 2 more breaths here. Okay, on your next inhalation, bring those arms all the way up. Twist, bring the arms down, and untwist your legs. Yeah, and then let's shake out both legs. Good. Okay, we're going to move our bodies to the right so that our left leg is on the chair. And we're going to reach that right leg back. Okay, so it's kind of a lunge. It is lunge. So adjust yourself on here, okay? You want to make sure that this chair suits your body. So wiggle it around until you feel supported. Okay, your left foot should be firmly planted, knee over top of your ankle, and then the back foot, you're on your toes. Okay, and just take a moment here, find your balance. Good. Good. Now we're going to reach your arms up. Good. And we'll come into cactus arm. So you're going to bend at the elbow. Elbows are right out of your armpits. Okay. And your hands, your wrists are over top of your elbows as much as you can. You can spread out your fingers as much as you can. And I'm going to just hold it. Pull in through your belly button. Breathe. Relax your jaws. Relax your tongues. Push in equal weight through both feet. I mean, you're still sitting on the chair. The chair is there to support you, but the weight is still in your feet too. I'm going to take 1 more breath here. Okay, then reach your arms up. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Good. And then we're going to adjust that foot. Bring your right foot back. Wiggle over towards the other side. This side's going to feel different. Okay. So right thigh on the chair, and then you're going to reach that left leg back. Make some adjustments here so you feel very supported. Okay, your right knee is over top of your ankle. Press down through that foot. You're on the toes on your left foot. So that nice and tall. Good. Feel supported. And then inhale those arms up. Reach up. Find your balance. Breathe. And then cactus your arms. Good. Make any adjustments that you need to make. See if you can get those elbows in line with your armpits. Open up your fingers. Wrists over top of your elbows. Breathe. You might feel some shaking. That's totally fine. Keep breathing. Good. And then inhale, reach up. Good. And then exhale, bring your arms down. And wiggle yourself back to the front of your mat or into the middle of your chair. Okay, wiggle around. Okay, we're gonna do a little sun salutation. Let's take a moment here, just bring your hands onto your thighs, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, just take a moment, noticing whatever there is to notice. So when I suggest this, it's just noticing any sensations, any feelings, any emotions, anything that is happening at this present moment. Not what happened 5 minutes ago, not what's going to happen half an hour from now, but what's happening right now. What do you feel? Also, any thoughts? Okay, let's inhale those arms back up again. Reach up. Okay, and we're going to do a little swan dive down. Okay, open up your arms and go all the way down towards your toes. All the way down. See if you can touch your toes, let your head hang, and then slide your hands up your shins to your knees to do a cow. Cow, and then a cat. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up again. Arms reach up. And we'll swan dive again down. Let's make sure you're not hitting anybody. All the way down, reaching down towards your toes again. Come all the way back up again. As those arms come up, root down through your right foot and bring up your left knee. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Reach that leg out. Good. Bring the leg back in. Bring the foot down and forward bend, reaching your arms forwards this time. Come up halfway, hands to the knees, cow, and another cat. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. As you come up, put the weight into your left foot, right leg lifts. Sit up nice and tall, and then reach that leg out, push. Good, bring it back in. Bring it down, forward bend, all the way down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach up. And we're going to twist again towards the right. Twist. You bring your arms down wherever you like. Sit up nice and tall. Your head can go a little bit further. And then inhale, come back through center. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale over towards that left side. See if you can notice to make sure your knees are kind of staying in line with each other. Okay, take a moment here. Good. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Good. Hands together, down towards the heart. Squeeze both glutes, both bum muscles, squeeze. And release. Right one squeezes and releases. Left one squeezes and releases. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Come up halfway again, up to the knees. Cow. And cat. This time a forward bend. Good. And then reach your arms out in front of you to come all the way up. Reach up. Good. Hands together. Down towards the heart. Okay. So we're going to take that right elbow and we're going to twist it towards the left side and you're going to bend to left to bring that elbow down onto your thigh. Good. Then inhale, come all the way back up again. Untwist. And then over to the other side. Left elbow to right thigh. Go forwards. Hold it here. Breathe. Good. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Untwist. Good. Inhale those arms all the way back up. And reach forwards. Forwards, forwards, forwards. Reach, 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 reach all the way down towards those toes. Good. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Reach, reach, reach forwards. As the arms reach up, you're gonna kind of lift those heels up. You might need to walk those toes a little bit back. Coming up onto those toes, reach. Push down onto the balls of your feet. Reach, 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 reach. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Good. And then exhale, hands together to the heart. Good. And then bring those heels down. Shake out those legs. Good. Okay. So push down through your feet and we're going to lift up. You're going to go behind your chair. Move your chair if you need to. Okay. And you're going to turn the chair around. Okay. So we're going to do a downward dog. Okay. So we're going to use the chair as our floor. Okay. So we're going to inhale those arms up. Bend into your knees. Bring your hands down to the chair. Now they can be on the seat of the chair or you can hold on to the sides of the chair. Okay. Then you're going to walk your feet back. Okay. Press into the chair with your hands and then bring your feet whether you feel comfortable. Bend into your knees and reach your hips back. Allow your head to just drop between your arms. Your knees can be as bent as you like. Okay. Take a few moments here, breathe. Feel balanced here. Now, if you feel like it, you can keep your legs still and your feet still, or if you feel like it, you can lift up one heel and then the other heel. This is called walking the dog. And you can just allow those hips to sway a little bit. And feel free to bend into those knees as much as you need to. Then find some stillness. And then you're going to walk towards your chair again. You're going to place your hands on the chair seat. I'm trying to have a nice flat back. Okay, as much as you can, you might have to bend into your knees. So root down through your right hand, take your left arm, and you're going to reach it up. So we're doing a little twist. This might not go very high. Don't worry about how high it goes. Okay. Then take that right arm, you're going to swoop it underneath the left arm. And we're going to reach and do a little twist towards the right. What did I just say? Your left arm is going underneath the right arm, switch to doing a little twist towards the right. So this is a threading the needle. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to bring that arm all the way back up again. Reach up. Good. And then we'll thread it one more time underneath that right arm. I'm just going to hold it here. Good. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Reach that arm up. And then place it back down onto the chair. Good. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So taking your right arm this time, reach it up. Then we'll bring underneath the left arm, threading it under and reaching. Good. And then up again. Nice and slow. Take your time. And under. One last time, reaching it up. Pay attention to how you're feeling. The more you bend your knees, the more your back is going to be supported. And thread it under. Take a moment here. Okay, and then we're going to reach it up and place that hand down. And then we'll do one more downward dog, just reaching and stretching. Bend into your knees, a lot. To really reach those hips back. Then slowly, when you're ready, you're going to walk towards the chair. Bend into your knees to push yourself up to stand. Oh, good. Bring your arms behind you. We've done this before. Either clasp your hands or make a little fist or grab hold of your wrists, your forearms, or your elbows and open up through your chest. And do a little bit of a back bend. You can even place your hands on your lower back if that feels better. But I find if you do this and just push those arms into your back and open up the heart a little bit more, that helps. Okay, a little bit of back bend here. Breathe. Root down through your feet. And try not to lock your knees. Good. And then release. Good. And then let's just shake. We'll shake it out a little bit. Good. Okay. So grab your chair again, but this time the back of the chair is going to face you. I'm going to do this so people can see what I'm doing. Okay. So just gently place your hands on the back of the chair. Okay. Stand up nice and tall. Root down through your feet. Okay. So a little bit of a bend into your knees. Don't lock your knees. You're going to shift the weight towards the right foot and pick up the left foot. And with that chair here, we find a little bit more balance. Don't worry about how high that foot is either. Hold it there. And then bring that foot back down. Okay, do the same thing on the left side. Bring that right foot up. And then stand up as tall as you can and relax your shoulders. You might feel some wiggly wobbly, and that's okay. That's totally normal. Just your body trying to find balance. Okay. And then bring that foot down. Okay. So let's go into your version of tree. Okay. So root down to the right foot, pick up the left foot. So see if we can get that foot off the ground, either into our inner shin, around our ankle area, or higher up. If you want to bring your foot all the way up into your inner thigh, you can do so. So find your balance first, where you are here. Okay. Then if you do feel comfortable enough to no hands, great. If you need to keep bringing your hands down, that's okay too. So you just do you. So find your balance. It might be one hand and maybe you can bring the other hand up. So wherever you are is where you are. Okay. So the foot can be down here too. You do you. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing, keep noticing. Good. Excellent. Be proud. No judgment or criticism. Okay. We are where we are. Okay. And then let's bring that foot down and let's just give it a shake. Shake, 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 shake. And then let's do the other side. Switch over here. Okay. So stand up nice and tall. Hold on to your chair. Okay, this is not a death grip, by the way. Okay, we're being kind to the chair. Okay, so put the weight into your left foot now. And then we're just gonna bring up the foot coming into our tree pose. So it could be around the ankle. See if you can get the, because when you're holding onto the chair, you don't need to bring your foot onto the ground. So you see if it can come up here, if possible. Okay, and then maybe it goes up a little higher, maybe it goes up even higher. So you find where it is for you today. Okay, wherever it may be, find your balance, and then you can play around with letting go, maybe one hand, maybe just a finger. Focus, your arms can go wherever you like, it does not matter. Just breathe. Feel free to come up and down a few times. Try to keep your faces relaxed. Focus. It really helps to focus on one thing in front of you. And try just to be content where you are, wherever that may be. Not in a contest with anybody, not even with ourselves. You just do what you can do in this moment. Just breathing and noticing. Let's do one more breath. And then let's bring it down. Good. And then shake it around. Good. Okay. So we're going to keep that chair with the back towards us. And we're going to, you can hold on if you need to. Let's just maybe hold on. And we're going to heel toe the feet apart. So we're going to heel toe, and then heel toe it back. So if you can do it with no hands, you're going to do that. Heel toe, heel toe. So this is a transitioning in the weight distribution, but it's also using your adductors, which are your inner thighs, and your abductors, your outer thighs, as well as your hips. And then the next time you go out, we're going to stay out there about the width of your mat, with your toes kind of pointing out. Who's done ballet? Okay, so we're going to do a squat. So we're going to squat down, exhale as low as you can go, and then come back up again. And we're going to try to stay as upright as possible. Down and up. Pushing down through both feet. Down and up. If you can do it with no hands, do that. Down and up. Down and up. And then one time we're going to do goddess pose. Down. You can move your legs wider if that serves you better, or just keep it like this. Stay up as high as you can, and then cactus your arms. Okay, so we're pushing forwards, breathing. You're gonna feel this in your legs, yeah? Breathe, and then reach up. Good. Oh, good job, everyone. That was fabulous. And bring your hands down, and then heel toe your feet back together. Good. And then let's just shake it. Shake it out. Okay. So we're going to go onto the ground if you want to. If you don't want to, sit in your chair. Okay. So option. So either sit in your chair or go onto it. I'm going to sit in the chair, but I can describe whatever else I'm going to do. We're going to do. So on the chair, on the ground, whatever works better in your body. Okay, so if you're on the ground, you can lie right down onto the ground and bring your knees in towards your chest. If you're on the chair, you can maybe just bring one knee in towards your chest, give yourself a little hug. So everyone on the ground has both knees in towards your chest. If you're sitting on a chair, you just bring one foot in towards your chest and then you do the other leg. Okay, and then bring those legs down. You're going to shake them out. We're going to do some ankle circles. Then bend into your knees. If you're on the ground, you're going to bend into your knees and you're going to allow those knees to go over towards the right side. Okay. For those on the chair, we're going to walk our feet to the right. Sitting on the side of the chair facing right. Okay. And then we're going to turn a little bit more towards the back of the chair, holding onto the back of the chair into a twist. Okay. Keeping your shoulders down. So both shoulders are somewhat down on the ground, and we're breathing. See if you can soften into your body. And then we're gonna come out of your twist. So your knees are gonna come to the center. If you're on the ground, if you're on the chair, you move to the side and then you come forwards again. And then we're gonna go over to the other side. So the knees will go fall to the left and we're gonna walk our feet to the left. Sitting now facing the left wall. And then our arms are going to come again to the back of the chair. And sitting up nice and tall if you're on your chair. And if you're on the ground, both shoulders are going to be going onto the ground. And you're going to relax wherever you are and breathe. Let's do another breath here. And then on your next breath, we're going to unwind ourselves. Back through center. If you're on the ground, you can extend your legs and come into Savasana. If you're on the chair, just lean back into your chair, relax your legs, or they can stay bent, up to you, or you can go right down onto the ground, up to you. The idea is to relax wherever you are. Close your eyes. You can bring your chin towards your chest if that seems acceptable if you're on the chair. And you're just going to relax as much as you possibly can. Maybe take a moment, go through your body. And just noticing how every part of your body is feeling. What are the kind of sensations that you're feeling coming up through all the different parts of the body? We'll take 2 more breaths here, wherever you are. And then allow your breath to deepen. So take another nice big breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Start to bring some movement back into your body, wiggling fingers, toes, whatever you need to wiggle. Give yourself a little stretch. And then you can bring yourself slowly into a comfortable seat. You might want to go through a little position before you come into your seat. So if you want to sit back onto a chair, you're very, very welcome to. Okay, and just take a moment here in the seats. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing. I am not going to mirror you because I can't use this hand. So I'm gonna take your right hand, the thumb, and not the thumb. The pointer finger and your tall finger, you're going to see if you can bring it to your third eye. So that's the space between your eyebrows. Your thumb is going to go over top of your right nostril. And your ring finger is going to come to your left nostrils. But we're going to breathe in through the left first. Cover your left with your ring finger. Exhale out through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right and exhale through your left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. So do that 2 more times. Finish that last round. Just bring your hands down and just take a moment, just breathing, just noticing. Just noticing the first thing that pops up, either in your mind or as a sensation or emotion, whatever that may be. And then take some time to reflect on your practice. What did you notice about the practice today? How did it feel? Was it different? Was it something you'd never tried before? Were there any expectations, any emotions or feelings or sensations that maybe arose that you didn't expect or you didn't ever feel before, or that you expected? Or anything else that you seem to notice about this practice today and your response to any and all of it? Okay, and then we'll take our hands, bring them down to our heart space, and bow our heads and give ourselves some gratitude. I'm feeling grateful. This is something that we should be doing every day, thinking of 3 things we're grateful for. But in this practice today, what are you grateful for in this moment? Specifically feeling grateful for yourself, that you showed up for yourself today and that you shared your energy with each one of us in this space. And we will finish with a beautiful, glorious Om. So take a breath in through the nose, sigh it out, breathe in for Om. Namaste.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so I have something more to say. So just whenever you're practicing, just realize that you don't always have to do everything about the pose. Okay, even when I'm suggesting some things, there's some discernment. So go through your body, noticing where you might have to adjust things or eliminate things, or maybe add something in, okay? Because you're always allowed to do that. This is always your practice. And it doesn't mean in this class, it means in any other class you're ever taking in your entire lives. Just because the teacher says something, it's not law. Okay, it's not law. You can do what you need to do for yourself. Okay, you can always remember that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.